Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Carnival of so-called expert called Chris Ship is so bitter that Meghan wants nothing to do with them. He's so bitter that Meghan has asked them to stop creating a circus. My family, Chris Ship, lamented on Twitter about it, my family. And my family, here is what Carnival of so-called expert Chris Ship said on Twitter. Don't forget, Chris Ship, when Prince Harry, in his memoir, discussed the number of lives he had taken while serving in Afghanistan, Chris Ship went to the Taliban, asking them for comment. My family, by how they were operating or conducting themselves, you could see how the UK tabloid media, including Chris Ship, was siding with the Taliban over Prince Harry, someone who had served his country for the better part of a decade. Or because Harry won't play the game with them. Or because Harry wants nothing to do with the UK tabloid media. Or because Harry has a zero engagement policy with the UK tabloid media. My family, first of all, let me say what Chris Ship said on Twitter before I call out his hypocrisy with facts, my family. Now, Chris Ship said on Twitter, and I quote, in response to a recent newspaper article about Meghan writing to the king about those racism claims, her spokesperson said Meghan is going about her life in the present, not thinking about correspondence from 2 years ago, related to conversations from 4 years ago. The Duchess of Sussex office asks tabloid media and royal correspondents to stop the exhausting circus that they alone are creating. Now, Chris Ship, because he's so bitter that Meghan referred to them basically as clowns indirectly, my family, Chris Ship proceeded to say this, and I quote, some might, however, argue that Harry and Meghan series on Netflix and Harry's memoir Spare was all about looking back at the past. My family, what did Prince Harry say? What are the words used by Prince Harry to explain him doing the Harry and Meghan documentary or his memoir Spare to tell his own story? What did Harry say about this, my family? That's what I want to discuss today before calling out the hypocrisy of Carnival of so-called expert Chris Ship. My family, first of all, let me say this, my family. This person called Chris Ship, when Prince Harry and Meghan stepped down as senior members of the royal family, when they stepped back from the royal family, my family, we saw exactly what happened. Carnival of so-called expert Chris Ship said, when Harry and Meghan stepped down as senior members of the royal family, their last day at the time was Wednesday. Their last official public roles that they were conducting was on a Wednesday. And Chris Ship said, when it's Wednesday, Harry and Meghan, their names would not come up under his brief anymore. Not my words, the words of Carnival or so-called expert Chris Ship. My family, as we all know about this Carnival of so-called experts who call themselves royal correspondents, my family, most of them are liars. Most of them lie. Especially when it comes to matters stories pertaining to Harry and Meghan, they lie with impunity. And my family, to this day, Chris Ship still can't stop yapping about Harry and Meghan, while at the same time demanding that Harry and Meghan keep quiet. Don't forget one thing, my family. When Harry and Meghan fled the UK, the press, the tabloids, never stopped lying about them, never stopped attacking them. When they were quiet for 1 year, the attacks, the abuse were relentless, and still they continue to go after and attack Harry and Meghan every day. All of these years, not a day goes by that they are not attacking Harry and Meghan with their lies, with their hate campaign, my family. But at the same time, they expect for Harry and Meghan to keep their mouths shut. Don't do Netflix. Don't do Spare. Don't do Spotify. That's what they're always saying. And my family, this tweet from Chris Ship is more proof of what I've been saying, of the hypocrisy of the UK media. They are the ones who feel like they have the right, the only ones with the right to cover Harry and Meghan. That no one else has any right whatsoever to cover Harry and Meghan, to create content with Harry and Meghan. Not Netflix, Spotify, not Harry's Memoir Spare. They feel like no one else should earn money or make a profit from covering Harry and Meghan unless it's them, the carnival of so-called experts abusing, attacking, and lying about Harry and Meghan. That's just how they feel. All of them, my family. And their tantrums about Harry's Memoir Spare, their tantrums about Netflix, my family, they know exactly why Harry and Meghan had to do their documentary on Netflix. They know exactly why Harry had to do his Memoir Spare, my family. Because these people, my family, when history was being written down, my family, they would write or give other excuses of why Harry and Meghan left. For instance, this narrative that has apparently taken hold on gullible people who read UK media, that somehow Harry and Meghan left the UK because they wanted privacy. My family, that's the lie that members of the public have been told for a long time. My family, and it appears that it has gotten hold in the minds of some people. My family, we all know why Harry and Meghan left. We all know why Harry had to flee the UK because of racism towards Meghan. My family, and we have seen how the press has been racist towards Meghan in Harry's memoir. Prince Harry, in his memoir, has talked about the racism that Meghan went through. Prince Harry has spoken about how some members of staff were actively conspiring to sabotage Meghan, my family. And even William heard about it. Was something done? Nothing was done because William was behind it. Those were his team. Those were his people lying about Meghan, obviously with William's approval. Prince Harry, in his memoir, he says, my family, he went to William with evidence from Scotland Yard. His sources were above reproach. Did something happen? Nothing. Will the media talk about what Harry said in his memoir about the racism Meghan went through from the UK media, from Daily Mail, The Sun? Will they talk about how when Harry reached out to The Sun to ask them to correct a lie they had written about Meghan, and then The Sun editors responded with yawn and a raised middle finger towards Harry? My family, will they ever talk about that? They never will. You will never see segments on TV discussing why? Why is it when Harry reached out to you, asking you to correct a lie you had written, why didn't you correct that lie about Meghan? You'll never see Carnival of so-called experts holding segments to discuss that. You will never see them discuss the racism that they put Meghan through. They always say it had nothing to do with racism. Nothing to do with racism. At the same time, using racial slurs, undertones to describe Meghan Markle. And even her kids, Archie, Lilibet, have also experienced racism. But my family, you will never see the media talk about that. Never. My family. And my family, what did Harry actually say about why he had to do the Harry and Meghan documentary on Netflix and his spare memoir? My family, let's hear Harry's words. I like using Harry's words for purposes of context, my family, because Harry is truthful, a good man with a good heart. A good man with a very good heart. And my family, you are about to watch a clip where Harry says, if I have done anything wrong, please, members of the royal family, Prince William, Kate Middleton, Camilla, Charles, tell me. Let's sit down, have that conversation. Tell me where I went wrong. Tell me what I did wrong. Because Prince Harry, the only thing he's ever done is seek to protect his wife and child from abuse. He seek to protect his wife from the abuse of William, of Charles himself. My family, in Harry's memoir, he details not just William being abusive towards Meghan, he details also his father being abusive towards Meghan. He speaks of Kate Middleton lying about Meghan. My family, days before the wedding, Kate was being difficult, making Meghan cry. My family, and still Harry asks, if I have done anything wrong, you tell me. Prince Harry, you've never done anything wrong. They won't tell you because you've never done anything wrong. They're just pissed off at you because of how famous you became. Because of your marriage to Meghan, a biracial black woman who refused to put up with William's abuse, who refused to put up with William pointing his fingers on her face and told William, kindly take your finger out of my face. Because Meghan refused to put up with abuse, my family, the royal family are pissed off. They feel like she should just take it. Yeah, my family, even in Harry's memoir, he says his father himself, Pa, he hated the hate from the media. However, he told Harry, just take it, my son. If you can just take it, the media, the tabloids, will respect you for it. My family. But it wasn't just hate. It was hounding, harassment, abuse. It was racism. Not just towards Meghan, but also towards Harry's son. My family. And Meghan and Archie are human beings. And my family, please, let me go right ahead to show you a clip of what Harry said about all this. Why he did the Harry and Meghan documentary on Netflix and why he wrote his memoir spare. My family, please kindly look at this, my family.
Significance. Fine, you wanted to leave the family, start a new life. That's great. Good for you. But is there a danger that you're looking back too much? Do you think? Do you worry about that for yourself?
We always knew that these two projects, both the Netflix documentary and the book, you know, one being our story and one very much being my story, they were look-back projects, right? They were necessary. They were essential for historical fact and significance. I don't want my kids or other people at that age growing up thinking, oh, wow, this is what happened. It's like, no, that's not what happened. This is what happened, right? There are two sides to every story. So, yeah, no, it's been a painful process, cathartic at times, but going back over old ground to be able to get these projects right has taken a lot of energy. And there's a lot of relief now that both these projects have been complete. And now we can focus on looking forward. And I'm excited about that. So, no, I'm not stuck in the past, and I will never be stuck in the past. I've made peace with a lot of what's happened, but I am still, I guess, patiently waiting for accountability, not necessarily just for us, but because of the significance that I know that that will have to so many other people.
If there is a process, I mean, do you acknowledge you got things wrong?
I'm sure we got things wrong, but I've continued over the last 3-4 years to ask to tell me what we got wrong so that we can address it and apologize for those things. But every single time I've asked, I've received nothing in response.
You've heard what Harry said on why he had to do the documentary on Netflix and write his memoir Spare. Harry does not want his son in the future to be told lies about why Harry and Meghan fled from the UK. My family. One thing that the royal family and the tabloid media, and I have to give them credit for this, that they're so good at, is rewriting history. They are so good at it. They are perfect at rewriting history. And my family look at just what I've said. This narrative that Harry and Meghan left the UK because they wanted privacy. My family, any person with an ounce of common sense will tell you why Harry left the UK. Why Harry fled the UK. Because of a torrent of abuse, racism, insults. Morning segments in the UK were dedicated to insulting Meghan Markle. Every day, every single day, throughout Meghan's pregnancy, Meghan knew no peace. My family, back in the UK, when Archie was born, Archie was racially abused at just a few hours old. My family, anyone with basic common sense will tell you why Harry and Meghan had to flee from the UK. Anyone with basic common sense. Prince William, someone who physically assaulted Harry, has been protected by the palace, despite his many wrongdoings. Prince Harry is asking, if I have done anything wrong, you tell me. Tell me. What have I done wrong? You tell me. Look at me. Tell me what I've done wrong. Then I'll apologize. My family. And to this day, he has never ever gotten a response. And my family, he never ever will. However, the media, which is very racist, if you have basic common sense, you'll understand why my family, they've gone after, Harry and Meghan so hard. If you have basic common sense. Because of Meghan's race, for instance. My family. Because Meghan is an American. My family. But race played a huge part in how poorly Meghan was treated by the royal family. My family, we have seen what has happened. How King Charles took such a long time to even recognize Archie and Lilibet as prince and princess. They only did that the moment that Harry and Meghan first referred to Lilibet as Princess Lilibet, because that was her birthright. My family. The only time when the Queen passed away, Prince William and his kids, all of them, their titles were updated quickly very, very quickly. Yet for Harry and Meghan's kids, my family, they took a long time to update the website. A long time. King Charles has put his coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday. My family, right now, some people are saying that, some carnival of so-called experts are saying that Meghan will try to do something. Maybe post a picture of her son on that day and overshadow Charles' coronation. My family, nobody told Charles to put his coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday. No one told him to do that. He did that himself. He chose that date knowing it's Archie's birthday because he has no regard or care for Archie or Archie's feelings or Harry and Meghan's feelings. He has no regard whatsoever. And my family, right now, Meghan is practically being told, don't you dare post a picture, a photo of your son on his birthday because it will upstage King Charles' coronation. And my family, I have always told you, the main aim why Charles even decided to put his coronation on the same day as Archie's birthday is exactly to achieve what he's getting right now. My family, this carnival of so-called experts demanding that Meghan does not even release her son's photo on her own son's birthday. My family, King Charles wants to ensure when people talk about May 6th, they don't talk about the day his biracial grandson was born, but say it's his day, the day he was coronated. So my family, are we going to have every single year on May 6th, the palace briefing the media, telling them, tell Meghan that, guess what? You can't post your son's photo on this day because it will overshadow the commemoration of Charles' coronation. Are you going to have that every year? And the purpose, my family, as I've said, is to erase Archie from the history books. My family, that's the purpose. And my family, it is so, so sad, my family, how Charles is treating his biracial grandchildren. But apparently, it has nothing to do with race, as they always like to say, my family. My family, allow me to read some comments from members of the squad who are calling out Chris Shipp, my family, for his whining, my family. These people will never be able to accept rejection from Meghan. Never. They can't accept it. Never will they ever be able to accept being rejected by Meghan or by Harry. To me, that's crystal clear. My family, now someone said that my family, he remembered he needs to stir up nonsense to get anyone to click on his stories. Someone said that about Chris Shipp, my family. My family, someone said that on one day, Daily Express published 44 articles in 24 hours. All because Meghan was not attending Charles' coronation. Meghan has never said a word about Charles' coronation. Never. We've never seen words from Meghan's mouth come out to talk about Charles' coronation. Regardless of that, my family, we are having countless numbers of articles being written about Meghan. Oh, look, here's why Meghan is not attending Charles' coronation. Here's why. Here's why. Here's why. Constant speculation. The same people who are speculating right now, my family, will be the same ones who are angry. Very angry. Very, very angry if Meghan decides to do a documentary, an interview, to say why she did not attend Charles' coronation. Time and time again, they keep yapping about Meghan Markle. At the same time, complaining when Meghan speaks. My family, deep down inside, my family, we know what the press want. We know their goals, what they want to achieve. It's so obvious. To split up Harry and Meghan. That's what they want. They also want to kind of have access. The same time to Harry and Meghan. That's what they want. To have access. To have that engagement with Harry and Meghan. My family. Prince Harry and Meghan don't earn a penny of taxpayer money. Not a penny of tax money. My family, when Harry and Meghan were back in the UK, the tabloids will say that, hey, look, we pay for your bills. So guess what? You have to pose. Their mantra was, we pay, you pose. That's what they say, my family. And my family right now, they don't pay anything for Harry and Meghan. Not the security, not my family for their home. They pay for nothing to fund Harry and Meghan. Regardless of that, they still keep on yapping, complaining, whining, mourning about Harry and Meghan every day. My family, just today, I have seen that Meghan, my family, an article has been written about Meghan and published, my family, by a UK tabloid, actually by The Times, by The Times in the UK. Titled, Letter is Not Why I'll Miss Coronation, says Meghan, my family. We all know on May 6th, it is Meghan's son's birthday. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows it's an amazing, important reason why Meghan would not attend Charles' coronation. Everybody knows that, my family. But they're trying to get other excuses of why Meghan ain't coming, because they are hoping that Meghan gets there so they can abuse Meghan Markle. They keep writing about Meghan, making money from writing about Meghan, at the same time demanding that Harry and Meghan make no money. The utter level of sheer hypocrisy. It's too much hypocrisy coming from the carnival of so-called experts who just can't stand being rejected by Meghan. Meanwhile, Meghan continues to live her life, my family. As my family today, we saw a photo, an image of Meghan Markle. Introducing my family, Mr. Harriman. Also, a video has also come out. Meghan continues to live her life in peace, happiness, and joy, while the media keep on whining about Meghan Markle every day. My family, just look at this.
He's captured many meaningful milestones for me and my family, and I know there are many others who share in this experience. His lens has photographed everything from events that have changed the world, invisible moments we all desperately needed to see, along with some of the planet's most recognizable faces. But this was not always his path, and you might be surprised to hear not who, but what he credits for his success. I am so thrilled to welcome to the TED stage my dear friend, Miss Anne Harriman.
My family, Meghan has welcomed her friend, Miss Anne Harriman, who was speaking at TED Talks, my family. My family, Meghan, is continuing with her life. It's high time the tabloids focus on the royals they have back in the UK, on King Charles, on William, Kate, Camilla, and leave Meghan alone. Leave Meghan alone and accept that they have been rejected by Harry and Meghan, and just move on, my family. It's high time that they move on. My family, please tell me your thoughts. I'd like to hear your opinion on what we have just discussed on Chris Ship's obsession with Harry and Meghan, despite saying he'll never ever talk about them ever years ago. My family, it seems Wednesday never came for Chris Ship, because he said on Wednesday, the moment Harry and Meghan, cease doing their, royal engagements, he'll never cover them ever again. Well, still, he can't stop yapping about Harry and Meghan. My family, tell me your thoughts kindly. I'd like to hear your opinion, my family. The hate campaign towards Harry and Meghan will for long continue to fail. No matter how long it continues, it will always fail. And my family, we will keep calling out those people targeting Harry and Meghan, attacking Harry and Meghan, and abusing Prince Harry and Meghan. My family, with that and so much more, may God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Libedana, and Doria Ragland, and all of you members of the squad at home. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Chris Ship, Meghan is not into you. Accept that and please move on. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.